everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you with another tanning video, and I know it's been a really long time since I filmed one. I've had so many people requesting for an updated tanning lotion collection or a tanning lotion haul. Honestly, my collection hasn't really changed much, and I haven't had any hauls to film because I just haven't been tanning much, so I really don't have many new things going on with my tanning lotion collection. I've been thinking a lot lately about people whose job it is to sell things for a living and convince people to buy their products so that they can make money, which is totally fine. I mean, that's what I did when I worked at a tanning salon. I made commission off of selling tanning lotion, so it's a really big thing for people to try to sell their products and say what they have to say to get people to buy them because that's how they make money. However, tanning lotions are not cheap, especially at salons. When you go in there, you're often looking at like $50 to even $100 for one bottle of tanning lotion. So I think it's really important for the customer to know what they're looking at. Today I'm going to tell you guys what you should be looking for on a tanning lotion bottle so that you can gauge for yourself if this tanning lotion is going to be worth the money or if there's another one that might work a little bit better for you, so that you don't have to rely just on what the employee is saying about the lotion, and you can kind of judge for yourself what is going to be worth the money. So I have two new lotions to share with you guys today that I have not used yet. I have no judgments on them or anything already, so we're gonna go through them together today and get our first impressions on both of these lotions. The first one I have is called Bikini Body by Devoted Creations, and then the other one is called Let's Flamingle, also by Devoted Creations. I think that's such a cute name. So the first thing you really want to look for when you're just looking at the shelf with all the lotions on it is the bottle shape. For example, Devoted Creations groups their lotions kind of by their bottle shape. So you'll notice that these two bottles have the same shape. So they'll often be together on a side. They're also, by Devoted Creations, they have bottle shapes that look like this. They'll often be grouped together. Brands like Ed Hardy, I don't have them with me right now because I'm not at school with my lotions, but I'll post a picture here. Ed Hardy has a specific shape as well for their bottles. So the bottles all have different shapes, and the shapes mean something. So this particular bottle shape by Devoted Creations means that the first ingredient in the lotions is aloe. The majority of tanning lotions are either going to be aloe based or water based. So for Devoted Creations, this bottle shape means that they are aloe based. This bottle shape also means that they're aloe based, but these are like a higher end lotion. This lotion would run about $100 or so, and they have a whole line. So this bottle shape is a little bit more expensive, but it also is aloe based. This bottle shape from Devoted Creations is water based, as well as the majority of the Ed Hardy lotions that I showed you in the picture with that bottle shape. So if your tanning salon sells other kinds of lotions and not Devoted Creations or Ed Hardy, get to know what lotions have what kind of base and then see what those bottle shapes are and see if you can start kind of linking things together and getting to know what bottle shape you are interested in. I always recommend getting aloe based lotions because they are more soothing. It's very common to get sunburnt when tanning, so you know, aloe helps sunburn, so I really always recommend aloe based, but there are water based lotions as well. They're typically a little bit cheaper. They're not necessarily bad, they just don't have the soothing effects that aloe has. So if you're looking for aloe based lotions, specifically Devoted Creations, you can always look for this kind of shape or this kind of shape, and you'll know those are aloe based lotions. So just kind of get to know what your salon sells and what their bottle shapes mean and what kind of bases they are, and then you'll know where to start. You could just automatically say, I want this shape, I know that's the section I want to look at. Okay, so tip number 2 is to look at the ingredients. We already talked about how the first ingredient can be aloe or water. So for those of you that don't know, the higher up on the ingredients list something is, the more of it there is in the product. So obviously if aloe or water is the first ingredient, that means that the lotion is mostly made up of aloe or water. The other big ingredient that I always look for in a lotion is something called DIHYDROXYACETONE. I always butcher how to say it, but a shortened version of it is just DHA. You'll hear a lot of salon employees talk about DHA, and that stands for dihydroxyacetone. It is an ingredient in lotion that continues to tan you even after you get out of the tanning bed. It's pretty cool. So if you are like in a crunch to get tan, dihydroxyacetone or DHA could be a really helpful ingredient for you. So once again, you want to go through your ingredients list and you want to look for that big long word. It's not going to say DHA, it's going to say dihydroxyacetone, and I'm not seeing it in this lotion. So Bikini Body does not have DHA in it, which means it's not going to continue to tan me after I get out of the bed. Let's see, Let's Flamingle does have it. It's the 8th ingredient, so that's pretty high up on the list, which means that it's a pretty abundant ingredient in this lotion. So this lotion will continue to tan me after I get out of the bed. So that means I'm going to get out of the tanning bed. I have already gotten my tan from the rays, but with this lotion on, I'm going to still continue to process and get darker, which is pretty cool, and some people do really like that. Keep in mind, some people don't smell amazing with DHA, so you kind of have to test and find out for yourself what works best for you. Maybe you don't smell great when you use DHA, so you decide that you want to look for lotions that don't have that. So when a salon employee employee hands you lotions to look at, maybe you decide I can't have anything with DHA in it, so look at that ingredients list, look for that ingredient, and then you can kind of rule out other lotions and decide what works best for you. Something that people really look at and kind of take into consideration is always these little blurbs here on the front. Let's Flamingle says it's a Mega Glow Dark Bronzing Blend Flawless Finish Primers and Color Enhancing BB Cream. I mean, how accurate really is that? I'm not really sure. I think it's just more of a marketing technique. The Bikini body says it's an ultra-rich dark tanning butter with superior toning and firming formula. I have tons of lotions that say all this kind of stuff on it, and maybe they help a little bit with like firming my skin and stuff, but in the end, if you're tanning, I mean, to be honest, you're gonna be a little bit more prone to wrinkles and dry skin and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, what they say on the front might be kind of true, but I would not look at that and be like, oh, this one says that it's ultra firming, I have to get this one, because they can only do so much. So I really look at the ingredients and the extracts and stuff that are in them, and not these like little blurbs. These are more like marketing techniques. What you actually can see with your eyes are in them is going to be a little bit more helpful than what they're claiming that they can do. Most tanning salon companies should let you open the bottle and look at it. I mean, I've never been to one that hasn't. So I look at the color of the actual lotion. As you can see, there is no brown color in there, so this is a white lotion. So some people like white lotions better. Some people might say, nah, I want color, so rule that out and pick up another lotion, and you'll see this one now is actually brown, and it's a pretty dark brown. There are different levels of brown color. You can have light brown, you can have dark brown. How much fake tan color do you want on you? Obviously, the darker the brown, the more fake color there's gonna be, the more chance you could have for being streaky or orangey. So once again, you just kind of have to know how well you are rubbing things in and what lotion's been working best on your bodies. The next thing I like to do is smell it. I think smelling it is super important, because when you're tanning doesn't always make your skin smell good, because I mean, you're putting hot rays on your skin, so sometimes people will come out of there with a little bit of like a burning smell. So if you're one of those people that just really has a hard time finding a lotion that helps you smell good, maybe you want to find a lotion with a really potent scent so that it can really overpower the scent that you have when you come out of the tanning bed. So let's see. This is Let's Flamingle. That's strong. Okay, I don't know what else to compare this scent to besides the fact that it smells like my preschool teacher, and none of you know what my preschool teacher smells like, so that's really not going to help you, but it was never a bad scent. She always had this like very distinct perfume on. It's kind of like warm but florally, like almost a vanilla floral scent. That smells so good. This is a pretty strong one. I am a person that needs a pretty strong lotion. This is Bikini Body. Let's see. Ooh, this one's pretty strong too, and it's also very florally, so I love that. I actually like both of these a lot. I'm very impressed. Both of these have pretty strong scents, so if you're smelling one and you can't smell it that well, or it's just really not that potent, or if it's like a scent that you don't think you like maybe you like floral scents and it's more of a musky scent, start ruling them out. So, you know, tell the person like, no, I don't like how that smells, it's not going to be for me. Another thing that you should do if they allow you at the salon, my salon pretty much always allow people to do this. It really depends on the people at the salon. If you're able to test the lotion and put a little dot on your skin, even if it's just like that much, actually putting lotion on your skin and rubbing it in and then smelling it can kind of be a game changer. Maybe it smells great in the bottle, but certain scents don't always mix well with people's skin, so if you're allowed to try it, I definitely recommend it. This is actually even stronger on my hand. It smells so good. Wow, I really like that. You can really tell how the lotion smells, and also some of those things that the lotions claim to do, like, you know, refine your pores or help with wrinkles and stuff, you can always tell on your hand when you put it on. Like, is it doing anything crazy, anything magical? So I think it's really helpful to be able to test lotions. If you're allowed to, I definitely recommend trying it, or at least asking. If not, it's not a big deal, but lotions do smell a little bit different sometimes when they're in the bottle than they will on your skin. So if you're able to take that extra step, I highly recommend it. Alright, so my last tip to look at before buying a lotion is ask the person how long the bottle of lotion has been sitting on the shelf. If you look at these bottles, most lotions and stuff like regular lotions have a shelf life of 12 months. At the bottom of these bottles here, you can see there's a little can or a little jar right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says 12 months inside. The same for Let's Flamingle. It has a little 12 inside the jar right there. So that means that the shelf life is 12 months. Tanning salons, once again, have really expensive lotions. They don't always sell them super quickly. Most customers have no idea how long those lotions have been sitting on the shelf, and sometimes the owners and managers of the salons might not be super great about getting rid of them because they spend a lot of money on them and they want to sell them, or else they just don't keep track of that. When you shake a lotion, it should sound like this, like nothing. It should be pretty thick. I mean, it might sound like something as the bottle goes down, but it should be thick. It shouldn't sound like water sloshing around, because that's how you know it's getting older. It's kind of getting watery. It's time to throw it away. So really, I recommend asking, how long has this bottle been here, or getting one from the back. They'll often push the old ones to the front because they want to get rid of those first, and when they get new shipments, and they'll put them in the back. So if you hear that your bottle of lotion when you're holding it is, you know, sloshing around and stuff, that might mean that it's a little bit old. You might not be getting your money's worth because now it's not going to work like it used to work. So check that out, listen to it, ask them if you can get one from the back or something, ask them how long it's been sitting there. So before you go and spend all that money on a lotion, just really take these tips into consideration and judge lotion for yourself, and don't just listen to the employees. I'm not saying that all tanning salon employees are out to get you or just trying to make money or don't really care about you. There's plenty out there that do, but just that you get the most out of your money and you know what works best for you. The tanning salon employees might not know what works best for you, but after trying a few things out, you should have a good idea about what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You'll be able to judge lotions by yourself and kind of, you know what you're spending your money on before you go ahead and spend it. So I hope these tips were helpful. If you guys have any more questions about what you should be looking for when looking for a lotion, please go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did find it to be helpful or if you liked it, and as always, there is a subscribe button down there so that you can stay up to date with all the videos that I post in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!